pre-need funerals, burials, or cremations since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Mr. L.P. Hickman of Sylacauga will be today at 2 p.m. from First United Methodist Church in Sylacauga. And that service will have Reverend Byron White officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. Visitation at the church today beginning at 1 p.m. In lieu of flowers, memorial contribution can be made at the First United Methodist Church of Sylacauga, 105 East Spring Street, Sylacauga, 35150. Online memorials at CurtisandSonFH.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Eva Virginia Good Game Finn is Saturday at 11:30 from First United Methodist Church in Childersburg. Burial in the Andrews Chapel Cemetery in Hanover. The Reverend Jamie Pangman of Childersburg's First United Methodist Church will officiate the service. The family will receive friends 10:30 to 11:30 on Saturday, also at the church. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga, directing. And funeral service for James Earl Jimmy Jones, age 82 of Highlands, is today at 1 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith, with Brother Darren Holland officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mr. Jones died Wednesday at Coosa Valley Medical Center. He was a member of the Church of Christ. Visitation today, 11 until service time at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Paige Williams Cumbest, age 51, will be today at 4 o'clock from Hillcrest Cemetery. The Reverend Jack Washington will officiate. The family receiving friends at Ursery Funeral Home today from 2:30 until 3:30. In lieu of flowers, you may make donation to the American Kidney Fund. Online, condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. The station for Belva Lee Smith, age 68, is Saturday from 6 until 8 p.m. at Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home Chapel. Ms. Smith died Tuesday, April 23rd at Lineville Health and Rehab. She was a native of Talladega. Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Richard Staten, age 83, is today at 2 o'clock from Power of Pentecost Church in Sylacauga, with the Reverend George Adams officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mr. Staten died at Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga on April the 15th. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Eva Pearl Hodnett, age 91, will be today at 11 a.m. from Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, with interment in the Clay County Memory Gardens at 1 o'clock. In lieu of flowers, a family request donation be made to the Woodsboro Baptist Church. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Evelyn Wallace, age 83, is Saturday at Scotts Grove Baptist Church in Vincent at noon, with the Reverend John Pettis Jr. officiating. Visitation is today from 1 until 8 at the funeral home. Ms. Wallace died April the 20th at her residence in Harpersville. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Tawani Sears, age 42, is Saturday at Joyful Noise AOH Church of God in Sylacauga at 1 o'clock, with Bishop Johnny L. Woods officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation today, 1 until 8 at the funeral home. Mr. Sears died April 13th at UAB Medical Center in Birmingham. Community Funeral Home, directing. Memorial service for Mrs. Darla D. Player, age 66, is Saturday at Community Funeral Home Chapel at 1 o'clock, with the Reverend Kenneth R. Walker officiating. Ms. Player died April 19th at her residence. Community Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mr. William Perkins Sr., age 97, will be Saturday at 1 o'clock from Rocky Mount Baptist Church, with Pastor Dr. Johnny F. McKinney officiating. Pastor Raymond Garrett, the eulogist. Interment with military honors in New Maryland Cemetery. Sims Funeral Service, Talladega directing. And funeral service for Mrs. Lucille G. Lawson, age 85, is Saturday at Coosa Valley Baptist Church in Vincent. Sims Funeral Service, Talladega, in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report this morning brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.